Hey everybody, welcome back to Deadman DZ's Kanji Study Sessions. We got 12 new vocabulary words from JLPT N1 list today. As always, we'll be going over every new kanji we see by going over its radicals to try and come up with a way to remember it based on the radicals that make up the kanji, and then we'll go over its readings and meanings as well. We write down each new kanji we see 10 times while I say them out loud on stream. If we see a new word but it's made of kanji I already know, or that we've already been over on one of these streams, we're just going to go over the meanings of the two kanji and how they come together to make our new word. That being said, if you don't want to listen to me write stuff as I say it out loud, head on over to YouTube and you can skip ahead to the explanations. And if you just want these word lists, head on over to Google Drive. Our first word of the day is ippai. Ippai is one defeat with itsu on the left side for one and hai on the right side for a failure or a loss. So ippai is one defeat. Ippai, pronounced in exactly the same way, can also mean a full glass or a full something, but this is a different pronunciation, this is the same pronunciation with a different meaning. Ippai is literally translated one defeat. Ippai is one defeat. Ippai. Ippai is one defeat. Number two is ari-sama. Ari on the left side for having, and sama on the right side for a state or a circumstance. So ari-sama is the halved state of something, the state, condition, or circumstances. The condition or circumstances that something has is ari-sama. Ari-sama desu is the current state or condition. Ari-sama. Ari-sama is state, condition, or circumstances. Can also mean an ideal state or a truth. Ari-sama is a state, condition, the way things should be. Ari-sama, a state, condition, or the way things should be. Ari-sama. Ari-sama desu. Ari-sama. Ari-sama. Number three is yo-haku. Yo on the left side for surplus and haku on the right side for white. The surplus white on a page is blank space, margin, or blank canvas. Yo-haku is surplus white space. Yo-haku is the surplus white space on a page. Yo-haku. A margin or blank space, if you will. Yo-haku is extra or surplus white space. Yo-haku. Yo-haku desu. Yo-haku. Surplus white space. Number four is kegarawashi. Kegarawashi is filthy, unfair, or untouchable. For our kanji for dirtiness, kitanai is the same thing. Kegaru. Is it kegaru? It might not be kegaru. Yeah, it is kegaru. 他に汚す、汚い, or 汚す. Anyway, kanji means dirty. Kegarawashi is filthy, unfair, untouchable, disgusting, foul, or repulsive in that same sense. Kegarawashi is foul, detestable, disgusting, or dirty. Kegarawashi and untouchable. It's kegarawashi. Kegarawashi desu. Number five is ato mawashi. Ato on the left side for after, and mawashi on the right side for kind of times around or to revolve itself. So ato mawashi is to round back to something afterwards or later. Putting off or postponing is rounding back to something afterwards. Ato mawashi is postponing or putting off. Ato mawashi, to round back on something afterwards because you have put it off. Atomawashi. Atomawashi desu. Tomawashi. Rounding back to something afterwards, or putting it off. Tomawashi. Number 6 is sosen, from sotsu on the left side, meaning a percentage, but is also used as a verb with hikiiru, or to lead, kind of like a war party. And so sotsu on the left side in terms of leading, and on the right side we have sen, which is before or previous, taking the head. This means taking the initiative. Leading and taking the before stance, or standing before something, is taking the initiative. Sosen is taking the initiative. Sosen is taking the initiative. Sotsu on the left for percentage, or leading a party. Sen or saki on the right side for before or ahead. Sosen. Sosen is taking initiative. Sosen. Sosen desu. じゃあ、number 7 is 煩わしい。煩わしい。煩わしい。煩わしい is troublesome, annoying, or complicated. And let me double check this pronunciation real quick. I'm not sure I have that right. 煩わしい。発音。煩わしい。はい。煩わしい。はい。Wazurawashi is troublesome, annoying, or complicated. With our new kanji for trouble, worry, or noisy, with han, hokani, bon are two different ways to pronounce it, apart from, of course, wazurawashi. Radicals of this kanji are a fire on the left side and a page on the right side. So if you've got your pages burning up in flames, that's a trouble. That's a worry. That's something to be worried about. So wazurawashi is troublesome or annoying, much like it would be if your pages caught on fire. Wazurawashi. Kani han or bon is trouble, worry, or noisy. Wazurawashi. 他にhanとbon。煩わしいです。煩わしい is troublesome, annoying, or complicated. 煩わしい with our pages on fire, being quite troublesome, if you will. 煩わしい。煩わしい。他に本 or sorry, 他にhan or bon. 煩わしい troublesome, annoying, or complicated. 煩わしい it's troublesome, annoying, or complicated. Number 8 is toyo. To on the left side, I think for hurling or throwing something, and yo on the right side for giving or administering, if you will. So toyo is the administration of medicine. To on the left side for, I guess, in medicine, you're not always right with your first guess at a medication, so they're calling it kind of a hurled administration, if you will. They're throwing something at the disease that they hope it fixes, and probably have good reason to think will fix the disease. But it might not, which is why they're using these two kanji for hurling an administration of medicine, in case, you know, in the same sense that English uses, like, throw something at it until something sticks. That kind of same sense. Toyo is administration of medicine. Toyo desu. Toyo desu is the administration of medicine. Toyo, you are hurling the medicine at the disease. Toyo is the administration of medicine. Toyo desu. Number 9 is aza warau. Aza warau. Warau on the right side is for laughing, and aza on the left side, I'm not sure what that comes from. Let me double check that actually. I think probably just aza was originally our kanji for ridicule and insult. So aza warau means literally to laugh at, to laugh in a ridiculing way. Aza warau is to laugh at or ridicule. Aza warau is to laugh at or ridicule. Azawarau is to laugh at or ridicule. Azawarau is to laugh at or ridicule. Azawarau. Number 10 is hosoku. Hotsu on the left side for departing or departure, and soku on the right side for feet or your legs. So a hosoku is a starting out legs. Starting, inauguration, launch, or the founding. Kind of the thing finding or starting out on its legs is a starting, inauguration, or launch. A hosoku is a starting, inauguration, or launch. Hosoku. Its first departure on its legs. Hosoku is a starting or launching of something by putting it on its legs. Hosoku is a starting, launch, or inauguration of something. Hosoku. Hosoku desu. Hosoku. Hosoku desu. Number 11 is a yakuin. Yaku on the left side for a duty that someone has to do, and an in on the right side is like an employee. So a yakuin is like an official, a person who has a duty. An officer, an official, and we're using this word not in like the official reason, but like an official at a game, for instance, is what we call the refs in America. But here, an official is the same meaning as in the baseball game. Executive or a staff. Officer, official, executive, or staff. That meaning a person with an official duty is a yakuin. An employee with an official duty is a yakuin. An officer, an official, an executive, or staff. A yakuin is a person with an official duty. Yakuin desu. An employee with an official duty. Yakuin. Yakuin is an official, officer, executive, or staff. Yakuin. Yakuin desu. And finally, number 12 is hitotsukai. Hito on the left side for people or person, and tsukai on the right side for use. Tsuka o nani nani o tsukau is to use something, and here it's used in pretty much the same way. A hitotsukai is the use or a use of people. That is handling someone's workmen, handling your staff, if you will, is hitotsukai. Using people is the literal translation, but really just means dealing with your workers. Hitotsukai is dealing with your workers, and I am not writing hito correctly. Hitotsukai is handling your workers, or handling your staff. Hitotsukai desu. Hitotsukai. Hitotsukai is handling your workers, handling your staff, and the people that work for you. Now that we've got some good little pins in our brain where the memorization is eventually going to go, make sure you're making some flashcards of these, hopefully in Anki or somewhere online that's feeding you back some SRS, and make sure you're immersing yourself in Japanese. Watch what you want, read what you want, just do something. Your goal is to read it, or speak it, or hear it and understand it. You can't do that without actually trying to. Our first word of the day is one defeat with ippai. With ichi or itsu on the left side for one and hai on the right side for a failure. One defeat is ippai. A state, condition, or circumstances, or an ideal state, if you will, is ari sama. Ari on the left side for having, and sama on the right side for a state or condition. Ari sama. The blank space, margin, or blank canvas is surplus white space with yohaku. Yohaku と思うけど、ちょっと待って。はい、余白です。次は filthy, unfair, or untouchable with 汚らわしい。汚らわしい。汚る from dirty. 汚らわしい is filthy, dirty, untouchable, or disgusting. Putting off or postponing something is to put something off for later and to circle back to it. Ato mawashi. Ato on the left side for later, and mawashi on the right side for to circle back around or revolve back around to. Taking the initiative is ソッセン desu. Sotsu on the left side with our kanji for percentage, but can also be used in words that mean kind of a leading. So, sotsu plus sen or saki on the right side before. Taking the lead before the lead or position before everyone else is taking the initiative with sosen. Troublesome, annoying, or complicated was... Oh boy, the page is on fire. Wazoo... 煩わしい煩わしいと思うけど、煩わしい is troublesome, annoying, or complicated with our fire in the middle of our page, which is not good. 煩わしい Wazurawashi and washi are our helping hiragana here. Wazurawashi is troublesome, annoying, or complicated. Administration of medicine is toyo. To on the left side for hurling, and yo on the right side for to administer or to give. Toyo is hurling medicine at a disease until something sticks. To laugh at, to ridicule, or to mock is azawarau. Aza on the left side. And just hiragana now. It's not an N1 verb, so we're not too worried about that kanji. And warau on the right side for laughing. Azawarau is ridiculing, laughter, or to laugh at. Starting, inauguration, launch, or founding is hosoku. Hotsu on the left side for departure or discharge. And soku on the right side for legs. Its departing feet is its start or launch. An officer, official, or executive is a yakuin. Yaku on the left side for a duty, and in on the right side for an employee or someone who works somewhere. A yakuin is an official with a duty, or a executive or staff with a duty. And handling one's workman was hitozukai. Hitozukai. Hitozukai is using your workers or handling your employees. Thanks for watching today, everybody. I hope you had a good little break off. I know I did. And yeah, remember, the ultimate enemy is burnout. Don't get burnt out. You feel bad, don't study the way you've been studying. Do something fun with Japanese if you're getting burnt out. Please don't keep pushing yourself, because that's how one day you eventually stop and say, I couldn't possibly handle that anymore. Take it easy. Take it light. Listen to Katsumoto. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow. どうもありがとうございました。じゃあね。